Hi guys, this is Klazart, bringing you another audio commentary, and this time I'm commentating on a game between Boxer and Nalra, played earlier in the KTF versus Ace matchup in the Pro League, and this is a game that I am really looking forward to a lot. These two guys are possibly among the greatest players, are possibly the greatest players StarCraft has ever been graced with. I think you can argue that there are other players who might be considered to be of similar stature, but you would be very hard pressed to find players who you could say definitively are higher in stature than these two heavyweights before us today. Unfortunately, both of these guys have been struggling a little bit and have been having a tough time as of late. Nalra just got beaten by July in a best-of-3 series very emphatically, where he very uncharacteristically played in a very uninspired and unimaginative manner, going for 2-gate rush builds every single time and getting owned as a result, completely having no answer for July's resurgent play and for July's dominance. And Nalra just looked to be out of sorts and just without a clue in that, and it's just not something that we would expect from Nalra. He did pull off a good victory on Monty Hall using the imbalance off that map to his advantage, but that matchup again he would have lost had it not been for the imbalance and had it not been for the map providing him a huge amount of advantage in that game. So it'll be interesting to see if he can bounce back for that and come up again, and how he can do against Boxer, who is an old nemesis of his. Boxer for his part hasn't been doing that well either lately. He has had a string of defeats against opponents who one can hardly consider to be players of the highest caliber, though definitely they are very good players. They're certainly not players that you would say in the same breath or same sentence as Boxer, the Emperor. Obviously, I would give the advantage to Nalra in this matchup for two reasons. The first reason being that Nalra has much more time to practice on his hands, and he has been involved in the Star Leagues recently, and I think that definitely gives Nalra a little bit of an advantage. Boxer, being in the Air Force, has not got as much time to practice, and it is something that you can see has had an effect in his macro play and his micro play, and you can see that in his turn versus turn games, for example versus Kanata on Geometry, where they were basically just had a big vulture fight and Kanata came out on top, and both players had virtually similar strategies on, and it was just simply a matter of the kind of split-second timings of macro and micro, and you could see that Boxer is a little bit behind in that respect because of the fact that he hasn't had as much time to practice as the other Pro League players, the other pro players. And at the same time, Boxer also does not have the best choice of opponents when it comes to practice. I mean, if you take this game for example, Nalra would have had someone like Flash to practice against, the new KTF Wonder Kid, who has astounded everyone by destroying and decimating and just tearing up people in his path on his way to glory thus far in the Star League this season. And Boxer, oh my god, Boxer is building a second barracks. I'm sorry, I was going to talk a little bit more about the disadvantages that Boxer has of practicing against 4U, but Boxer is doing something completely insane here. He is building a second barracks. He's actually walled off his choke and he's building a second barracks, so it looks like he's going to go for some kind of rush strategy here, and I don't think Nalra is going to know that this is coming because Boxer has walled off his choke. Nalra is scouting counterclockwise, so he hasn't been able to get inside Boxer's base. Had Nalra scouted clockwise, he would have seen what Boxer was doing, and Nalra has gone for a fast expansion. He's actually gone for a Nexus in the natural in his main, which is the unique point of this map. Nemesis is a map with 4 spawn locations, and you've got a natural in your main that is very easy to defend, and for that reason it makes it for a very heavy macro game generally speaking, and you anticipate turns to wall off their choke, go for a standard 1-fact build, get that fast expansion up, and then be able to churn out those tanks and Goliaths and just overrun Protoss players, which we've seen UUV do. And I think that's maybe the problem. I think Nalra is very conscious of that drumming he got by UUV on this map in a very heavy macro game, and he's had a couple of games like that against Terran players. I think he was anticipating that, and maybe Boxer knew that that's what Nalra was anticipating, and that's why he's gone for the strategy. And Nalra does not know what Boxer is doing. Nalra does not know that Boxer has got 2 barracks and that Boxer is pumping Marines for them. The only reason he could have those 2 barracks is if he's going to be rushing. I can't see any other reason. Boxer has not started building a factory yet. He does have a refinery, so we can probably see an academy, and the academy is up because Boxer is building a comsat, so Boxer has built an academy as well. I'm sorry, I didn't spot that, but he's got his academy up, so he's going to have his medic and Marines very quickly. Nalra has only a single gateway that he's going to be producing Dragoons from, and Nalra just not anticipating this at all. Usually a couple of Dragoons are enough to hold a tank and a handful of Marines in the early push by turn. So Nalra doing everything right in anticipation of what he thought Boxer would be doing, but Boxer has just turned this into something completely insane by going for a really risky all-in off-the-wall strategy. The only advantage is that Nalra does not know this is coming. Nalra has no idea this is coming, so Nalra could really end up being taken by surprise here. That one Marine will be a critical loss though to Boxer, but Nalra just killing off that one Marine. Boxer needs every single Marine he can get. Boxer looks like he's going to go for it because he's lifted his barracks up and he's bringing his medic and Marine force out. Boxer is also bringing out all of his SCVs. Boxer is completely insane. He's bringing out all of his SCVs and going with the medic and Marine force, and now Nalra knows what's coming, and Nalra is probably just wetting himself right now, seeing this huge army of Boxers advance against him, and Nalra is trying to put up those 2 gateways very, very quickly. Will he get them up in time is the key question. Will he be able to hold that ramp? Nalra needs to bring some probes down and try and hold that ramp. I'm not sure how well he will be able to do it against all those SCVs and Marines. Nalra bringing a couple of probes out. He's not bringing a lot, but oh my god, Boxer has taken that ramp. Boxer has taken the ramp uncontested. Nalra has allowed Boxer up the ramp, and that's a critical mistake by Nalra. He has allowed Boxer up that ramp, but Boxer is running rampant in his main. Those gateways are only just up, so Nalra is still only producing units from 1 gateway. The second gateway has only just come up, and Boxer is in Nalra's main. Nalra doesn't seem to be doing anything. He's just allowing Boxer to kill off those buildings. It looks like Boxer is going to take out that 1 gateway. Nalra trying to micro those 2 Dragoons around, and Boxer now bringing his medic and Marine force into and intercept, and he's got those 2 Dragoons cornered. There's nowhere for them to run, and it looks like Boxer's off-the-wall, crazy, insane, psychotic strategy is actually paying off, and I cannot believe he went for that. I'm not sure why he did that. I'm not sure if this is, this is why Boxer is such a great player, despite the fact that he cannot have practice, despite the fact that he has players like For You to practice against. Boxer shows us why he is the Emperor, because he can still produce entertaining StarCraft. And Nalra, oh god, Nalra with a smirk, acknowledging Boxer's craziness. Nalra just giving respect to Boxer. He just totally did not expect that at all. You can just see by the smirk on his face that he is just thinking to himself, Boxer, you crazy mofo, and that is absolutely what Boxer is. That's it, Boxer. Give us a salute. Thank you, sir. You are the champion. You are the man, Boxer. That was absolutely amazing by Boxer. I am astounded. This is why players like Boxer and Nara are so great. You know, they have the guts. They go for these risky all-in strategies. They make StarCraft entertaining to watch. And Boxer is showing us that despite having all the odds against him, he can still make StarCraft entertaining, and he can still entertain us with his play. You gotta feel sorry for Nalra, but I don't think he'll be too aggrieved with that loss. He played the odds, he went for the strategy. He's seen most Terrans go for fast expands on this map, and certainly not anything of this sort. And Boxer just showing us that he is the absolute emperor of mind games, just completely anticipating what Nalra would do and turning it to his advantage. Boxer knew that he might be a little bit rusty when it comes to micro and macro over a long-term game, but when it comes to innovativeness, sheer exhilaration, and ability, as well as resourcefulness, no one, absolutely no one, can compare to the Emperor. And I am thrilled to have watched that game. I really, really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did as well. This is Klazart. Thanks for watching.